boys are in the building. Jeremy Swayman.
Whoa.
Maybe Santa Swayman. A little festive. I've noticed Fraser Minton has not taken the casual memo. He's always wearing a suit, Don Cherry would say.
Rookie.
Oh, okay. I was going to say Don Cherry would say, good Canadian boy,
Yes.
nice, well-dressed.
Good Canadian rookie.
Good Canadian rookie. I know. He looks like he's about to sell insurance or something.
Mad Men. He looks like he's about to do
He always has
marketing.
a little GQ look.
Yes.
Yes, he does. The boys in the building trying to build off of a win, a great win, a full team win against the St. Louis Blues. This is Bruins Breakaway Live, presented by Granite City Electric. Sophia, Billy, and Barry. Barry, since Razor was up here, let's get your thoughts on that 5-2 win over the St. Louis Blues, where a lot of things were firing right for the Bees.
Yeah, it was. It was a complete team effort, as you mentioned. I thought it was a very important win for Korpisalo as well. He had been kind of struggling, Billy, the last 2 or 3 weeks, especially that first 5 to 7 minutes of a hockey game. We saw Swayman struggle in Detroit, to me, in those first 5 or 7 minutes as well. So it was very important. I think more importantly, it was the way that they played, the energy, the intensity. They were not turning things over. They were just keeping the game simple, and they wore St. Louis down. It was a very important win.
All right, guys. Well, they're still getting it done without two big pieces. Charlie McAvoy, David Pastrnak still out. Both of them on the ice, big contributors. Off the ice, they were wearing A's, as you guys know, but Morgan Geekie on the ice, at least filling that offensive gap.
Well, he did. If it was line mates on this play, he's going to get the goal. Quite honestly, he has the easiest part here, and I'm being a little facetious, but Lindholm and Steeves were the ones who were the initiators, and then Lindholm waited for the puck to come to him, and there's Morgan Geekie. But this was about forecheck, support, and then reading the play. And, Morgan Geekie, without David Pastrnak, folks, becomes the go-to guy for the Boston Bruins. He's on that multi-point streak, which is awesome, phenomenal. But yeah, again, it can't just be him. And I think that's the great thing about last game. It just wasn't him. It was Lindholm with 3 assists and Steeves. And then you start seeing some other guys get involved. But this is the big boy right now without 88 in the lineup.
That's 17th in the National Hockey League in scoring, Billy.
Yep.
Very impressive.
And this is Morgan Geekie since the David Pastrnak injury in the last 4 games. So without Pasta passing to him, still 4 goals, 4 assists for 8 points and 2 power play points. He's actually in Pasta's spot on the top line. Speaking of David Pastrnak, we have good news there. It is baby steps, but he was skating alone on Friday ahead of the guys at Warrior. That's a big deal.
It is. It just means, as we always say, Billy, we're not sure what's going on, but we realize when this stuff here starts, you're one step closer.
Yeah.
And you're now the clock is on, and you think you're getting closer, and it's a really good sign. Because listen, I don't care who you are, any team in the National Hockey League, and as you started off this segment, so when you lose your top forward and your top defenseman, it's going to be tough, and you need everybody to pick it up. You cannot replace a guy at this level, talent-wise, on the team. It's just not possible. You need everybody to kind of collectively pick it up.
Yeah, I mean, when you think Boston Bruins, unquestionably, 88 is your first identifier.
Yep.
He is. He's the heartbeat. And then there's some other awesome guys.
Yep.
Morgan Geekie is bringing it up. So, we can go through a bunch, but 88 is the guy, right? So when you have a lower body injury and you can get out skating, that's a really good sign, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, obviously, upper body is easier, in theory, to get out there and at least keep your legs in shape. But he looked pretty good. And by the way, it wasn't just yesterday. It was also today he was out there earlier, too.
Great.
So, in theory, let's chug along. Maybe Tuesday. Again, what do I know? Nothing, as we know. But later in the week, probably. And that's a good news thing.
It'll be interesting to see if he makes the trip, but probably not. Probably not. I don't want to. Whatever.
Who knows? But if he's feeling good enough, he could do like what an Arvidsson did and go on, or Lindholm.
Yes.
Remember when Lindholm went out west and he skates there a few times?
Just
that would be nice.
Just for training purposes,
of course.
Right?
Yeah, and
absolutely.
to be around the guys. So Charlie McAvoy, you guys have also seen that he's been skating with the team in a non-contact jersey. He had facial surgery November 19th. He's lost a lot of weight, and for more on this, we have Razor, who's ringside tonight. So Charlie McAvoy, big smile on his teammates' faces, on his face, Razor, since he's been back with the team, but a long way to go to put back on 20-something-ish pounds. That's a lot of work.
It sure is. It's going to be a ton of work for him once he can start chewing in another few weeks. So a lot of milkshakes still, a lot of smoothies, a lot of protein smoothies for Charlie. And the Bruins have done a really nice job just being 4-5 without him in the last 9 games since they lost him. Charlie talked on Friday after practice for the first time since the injury and discussed what it's been like going through the last few weeks.
Yeah, I got to get that back. That's definitely tough. With the lost weight, like, you feel like weak, and energy is kind of tough to come by. I lost close to 20 pounds in the first week and a half there. So it's a shock to your body, and then trying to get it back now, while getting out there doing more than I've done in a while and trying to have energy highs. That's been where we're trying to play catch up a little bit.
It's been the mental challenge, or fortitude to have to push through everything you've gone through.
That's a good question. It's a lot. My family, the guys, the support of the staff, and everybody from the top down is in our corner and in my corner, and that just means the world to me, and to allow me to focus on the things I need to focus on, and know that there's so much love and support for us in this building. Just, you can't describe it. It just means the world to us.
That first steak that Charlie McAvoy is going to try in a few weeks is going to be fantastic, guys. And in the meantime, he's back on the ice, and now it's just a matter of getting comfortable with the face mask, with the fish bowl, getting his energy levels up, and hopefully getting him back on the ice. And then you have to deal with the physicality as well. How does it feel when you get hit, when you get body checked? Not necessarily in the face, but just jarring all together. So still a little ways away, but great to see him around the team, and great for him that everything's okay.
Razor, you're going to be on that bench again tomorrow, but in a different way, in gear, because you're lacing up for the Shoresy Classic at TD Garden. Get your legs ready and get your chirps ready, right?
Oh, no question. I'll be right along this wall, skating up and down to about the hash marks to the hash marks. There'll be no corners for me, no front of the net, no pucks going anywhere near my face. So really looking forward to it. We played the Shoresy's guy last year. They're a great group of guys, had a lot of fun, and tomorrow being in the Garden, it should be a big crowd.
Hey, Razor, don't be afraid to do a little back checking, come back into your zone, and maybe introduce yourself to the goaltender a little bit on your team, just to kind of let him know that you're out there.
I'll be third man high, Barry. I'll come back and get through the middle, but yeah, I'll be peeling off to the wing real quick.
Third man high, third man low.
Yeah.
You're going to be missed.
Exactly.
Exactly.
My heat map's going to be right in the middle of the ice.
All right, stay in your lane, right in the middle of the ice. I know that I know that he's sharpening his skates for the first time this year. We talked about that this morning on our show, and then I also heard he's going to be taping his stick. You have to. Either that or one of his kids will tape his stick for him. You cannot go into this game, Razor, with an ugly taped stick. You have to have it right. This is Shoresy. This is a classic game.
Yeah, that's what my kids keep telling me. So, yeah, Decky's going to put some kind of a tape job together for me. It's not going to matter. There's not going to be any puck marks on it anyways.
Listen, have a blast. I think the crowd's going to be so into it. Yeah, they sold out so quickly last year. Razor, have a blast. We'll talk to you a little later in the show.